Okay. Hi everyone. This is going to be my commentary for King of the Nerds season 2, episode 3. I actually made this presentation last night, and so I don't know. I feel I may forget some bits, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to be calm, and I got some tea here, and I'm going to just kind of chill out, and hopefully I'll remember everything. Um, about the episode as a whole. The episode as a whole. So, okay, here's something. Okay, so for those people who think reality shows are fake or are staged, you can use this episode as a counterexample. So, the show. Okay. King of the Nerds is listed as a comedy. But that's actually not what this episode is. Actually, the past 2 episodes they've been dramas. They have not been comedies, and this is actually not what the producers or what TBS was like aiming to make. They were not trying. They were trying to make a comedy. Like they want to make like an unscripted Big Bang Theory that's like cheaper to produce. That's like the best. But no, they're actually getting drama now, and I guess they just kind of worked with what they had. So no, this is definitely not staged. Let's see. A lot of the episodes really about Zach. A lot of the past 2 episodes have been about Zach. I kind of feel like, I don't know, as fun as Zach's kind of fun to watch, but I feel like I feel like we've had like 2 episodes now of like an hour long Zach variety hour, and I'm ready for something else now. And so even when there's like other characters on the screen, like sorry, even when Zach's not on the screen, the other characters are talking about Zach. And it's just like, oh, it really is the Zach show. So yeah, I don't know. With that said, I don't know. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for Zach to fade in the background a little bit. So hopefully, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and begin this. I've actually had to prune my clips. I had some clips and I removed several because because there was so much Zach. I removed a couple. So okay, well here we go. Let's just do this. All right. So here's the King of Our season 2, episode 3 commentary, and we're just gonna bang through the clips.
I'm not
What?
an
No,
improv chickie.
I'm the same as Kayla. I don't.
Okay, wait.
I'm not an improv chickie.
I'm the same as Kayla. I don't
Yeah.
do this.
LARPers are one type of nerds that I just don't understand. I don't want to do what they do.
You know what? I like you, Chris. I definitely like you. I can connect to this. Like I don't know. So I like before how you said, for you to be a nerd, you have to be like doing something that impacts the world in like a useful way. I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that's what qualifies as being a nerd. Yeah. But I know I understand this feeling, so I like you.
I'm not
No.
Talking like this, super loud and high energy.
I want to fight you just because I have some things I want to get out. But this is good because that means I think our fight will be emotional.
Okay.
Okay, Jack. No, this is funny. So I like though. It's a little like passive aggressive here. But hey, at least you're putting on, like a nice happy face on the passive aggressiveness, and you're trying to make the best of it. So I think did I skip a clip here? Let me see if I skipped one. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Okay, let's go back to this one.
We've got some piping hot Little Caesars pizza awaiting you in the game room.
I'm sorry, I actually didn't hear anything else after piping hot. Like I just heard piping hot sex, and that's just all I ever heard. Yeah. Okay, so a Little Caesars. Okay, so people ask things about things that were staged. So I would like to point out they have not solved the periodic table puzzle yet. If that is not solved by the end, by the end of the season, I'm going to chastise them. Anyway, the only parts that were scripted, at least in season 1, were the sections involving Little Caesars pizza, and I was just and they said, oh well, like you can't drink alcohol, when you're like around Little Caesars pizza, and I'm like, why not? And it's like, oh well, it's like a family company, and I'm just like, what is that? Where is alcohol frowned upon? I didn't quite get it. They said just do it. I'm like, fine. So I just did it. So I remember when I saw this, I saw this ad, so it said Little Caesars like a family company here. Okay, I must admit. Okay, so my first take when I first saw it is, wait, is like a family company? Is that like a code word for like anti-gay? Like that, that was like my first thought. They're actually not anti-gay. Okay, so maybe if it was like a family-friendly company, that might be code words for anti-gay. But actually, a family company just means what? It means it's like privately owned, by like a single family, and it's like been handed down like a generation or two. So no, and that's actually all it means. So a family company is not a code word. It actually just means no. We're like a family. We're actually a family in like the normal sense, like a single family that runs this company. So no, they're not anti-gay. Which I must admit, it'd be kind of surprising if like a show that was that kind of celebrates like diversity, like King of the Nerds, had a kind of sponsor like that. But fortunately, they don't. I am pleased to see again the correct table puzzle. It looks like it's partially getting solved. So I'm happy about that. Okay, I love Nicole's shoes. Let's all just take a moment and enjoy her shoes. Here, I think I can even zoom in. Boom. Aren't those nice? Okay, back.
I can't imagine what life is like on that other team.
Gold, I totally feel you. Like I had a dinner like that. We had several dinners like that on season 1. It was awkward, but you make the best of it. But no, I feel for you.
You are a fantastic writer. You are God's gift to me.
I have to tell Zach how brilliant of a writer he is. Mind games are part of the game.
I wasn't sure what color he liked, so.
I'm happy to be the writing slave. I just don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of again. I can start writing right now, and I will. But I'm frustrated. I'm saying, and I.
Okay, all right, Nicole, I love you for this. So Nicole, in this scene, you have shown. Okay, so in episode 1, you showed that you were conniving by hiding like your chemistry thing. In this scene, you have shown that you can rise above the emotional fray and do the right thing for the team. You would be a fantastic leader. Like you are the de facto leader of Gold Team. Yeah, this is great. Like, hats off to you, Nicole. So, okay, now let's go back to Zach's response here. Like that, this needs a little bit of something. Okay, look how happy Zach is when Nicole hands him like the sweets.
Brilliant of a writer.
Like, look how happy he looks.
Mind games are part of the game.
I wasn't sure what
Look at
color
that smile right there.
I'm happy to be the writing slave. I just don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of again. I can start writing.
Okay, okay. Now, I'm not exactly sure what you were meaning here by being taken advantage of. Okay, the whole notion of a team means that the different members of the team take advantage of each other, close quote, for the collective benefit of the team. That's like the whole idea. Like, you should be saying something like, "Oh, I want them to take advantage of me, so I want them to take advantage of me and lead the team to victory." But this is just not what we're hearing here. Now, I don't know. Like, maybe just a poor choice of words. I suspect you were trying to say something like, "I don't want to be underappreciated again." But I don't think you're being underappreciated. Like, no one is saying you're incompetent. The feedback from your team is that you're hard to work with, which is very, very, which is not being taken advantage of, nor is it being underappreciated. Anyway, that's that.
I watched Hercules: The Legendary Journey, and my goodness, that hair, those eyes, Kevin, you got me all flustered, honey.
All right, Mary Kate. Now, okay. Now yo got me flustered, honey. That is Tumblr worthy, and I look forward to this being incorporated into the King of Zimbabwe, King of the Plebes, and a King of the Normies. I like the accent too. It reminds me of my Alabama upbringing. That's nice. Okay, so this is Yaya Han again, Okay, so it's a little more obvious in like her Chun-Li outfit from season one, but I remember like my first thought when I saw Ya Han, my thought was, wow, that's a very good costume, and then my second thought was I cannot determine whether her breasts are more titillating or intimidating. And you can kind of see that here. I mean, they're intimidating. I mean, they are equally intimidating and titillating. It's just, I don't know, that is what it is. Okay. Oh yeah, the shaved head. Okay, the shaved head was genius, Jack. That was fantastic. Like a lot of these great ideas happen on Gold Team. Like first there was, Nicole hiding the chemistry and Jack shaving his head, and but they're not able to really fully capitalize on it. So what would have been really wonderful if they could have put shaving Jack's head into their little skit. That would have been something. I mean, it would have been a little harder to do, but that would have made an impression. So, but no, I mean, great idea. I don't know, the implementation. Great idea was solid. But yeah, go Jack.
Interesting. Nerdy.
If the judges didn't understand the story, I'm not horrifyingly concerned about that.
Okay, Zach. All right, wait. Wait. Okay, then who is this for? Like, who is this thing for? Like, you're putting on this performance, if not for the judges, you're putting it on for the people at home? Maybe? The people at home will see even less than the judges do. Like, who is this even for? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, okay, I'm reminded of when we did. Okay, so in season one we did the dancing challenge, and I want to do like a buffer overflow joke, but you can't use that because it won't make any sense to the judges, and it won't make sense to anyone. I mean, you wouldn't go for it anyway. Like the whole point is to convince the judges. Like I'm not sure I don't know who the audience is if it's not the judges. Is it yourself? Anyway, that's that.
Yes, please.
Whoa, he's intense.
Though the bards of you will sing.
I'm not really seeing Spellsinger and Xander. I'm just seeing an old crotchety mage.
Filled with bees.
Come on, you know who that is. That's that's an older Goblin King from Labyrinth. You know exactly who that is. Like it's like a crotchety Goblin King. He sings and he kind of dances, this kind of thing. I mean, the only thing missing, from Xander's, Goblin King impression is he needs to do the little contact juggling with the little ball thing. But no, that's totally who it is.
I'm not impressed with Katie's performance because her story just doesn't make sense to me. She is a female monk. That's impossible.
Okay, now this just annoyed me. Like, it wasn't funny. It just annoyed me. Now, okay, so yes, so a monk is literally defined as what? It's like. Let's just look it up. Monk. Okay. Oh, dictionary. A member of a religious community of men, typically living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Okay, all right. So there's a piece here. Katie does not fit the male part. Now you might notice if you type in the word king, you might see it says a male ruler of an independent state. So thus, a woman couldn't be king either. But we've already established in season 1 that a female can be king. So what the fuck? That's just. I mean, we've already established that in King of the Nerds land, male gendered roles can be played by women. I just don't know where that comes from. So yeah, so if Katie can't be a monk, the entire show should be entirely male. So that's it. Oh, here's Katie's split. Oh my God, look at that. That's something. I can't do that. I know very few people who can do that. I know a few friends that can do that. They usually learn from pole dancing. And so I've asked them about this, and they usually say, "Oh, well, if you don't practice it, you lose it." So So y'all can just imagine, Katie practicing this, on a somewhat regular basis for her to retain this ability. So, let's take a moment to imagine Katie practicing that. Great.
If we do not win this competition, I'm going into the nerd off for sure. This was all my responsibility.
Okay, Xander, that's just false. So, okay, now here's the first. Okay, let's your probability of being sent to the nerd off is not based upon like a blame thing. It's based upon like your future utility to the team. If you're curious about this, you can see my previous video called Throne Acquisition Tactics, also on the same channel. But no, Xander, no, you're not in danger of being sent to the nerd off. Xander, you're awesome. Okay, so I actually want to nominate Xander for like most valuable player, maybe in the entire show at this point. So look at this. Okay, so Xander, so the first challenge was like a science challenge, and he nailed it. Like he had this whole dramatic presentation thing. Like Xander should have sucked balls, like in that. I'm not literally sucked balls, but figuratively sucked balls. In this challenge. No, he was great. In fact, he even took a lead role in the science challenge. Oh my god. And then he takes the lead role here too. Xander is awesome. Like Xander can do anything. Take anything you're doing, and Xander will add a dramatic flair to it, which will help in pretty much every competition. But yeah, Xander, MVP. Like, I would be very concerned going against Xander in a competition where there's like any performance component.
For everyone, I'm enjoying the sword play and the fake guns.
Yowza!
There's great looking guys for Xander to worry about.
Burn 'em all!
Oh my dear, Kayla. I didn't know. Did you just admit that? I mean, did you just implicitly say that you and Katie were castrated at birth? That's very tragic. But no, listen to this. No, okay, I don't mean to get all feminist on you, but no, this is important. Look at this. Okay, so there is okay, so we have so we got Xander and we got Kayla and Katie. And presumably, neither of them has stated they're homosexual. So let's just presume, they're heterosexual for now.
There's great looking guys for Xander to worry about.
Okay, no.
Make afraid with that.
No, Katie. The good-looking guys are not for Xander to think about. They're for you, Katie, and Xander to look about. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know. I mean, unless you've been castrated, I don't know what's happened. But no, I understand where this comes from. This comes from there's at least within American culture, there is a minimizing of the female sex drive, and I don't know. It's tragic. It's totally tragic, and yeah. So I don't know. So Kayla, no, those pirates were there for you. All right, next.
Going into it.
Not make afraid with that which is already dead.
It's
I'm a
something
Forsaken. When they start trying to push the Forsaken out of the Horde, the Forsaken is going to fight back.
Okay, no wait. What's this Forsaken thing again? Okay, so I know about this. So I played through Warcraft 3. And I know vaguely about the World of Warcraft mythos. All right, but no, Zach, this Forsaken thing has come up several times. You do the Sylvanas thing. This comes up a lot. This seems like a way. This seems like a rubric or like a framework that you routinely perceive the world. Now, I presume you don't literally think yourself as a member of the Forsaken because, you're alive. But no, do you actually perceive do you actually think of yourself as a Forsaken member of society and you occupy the role of the Forsaken in in the house or in your life? Because this comes up a lot. I don't know. It's just a thing.
Understand everything right now. You understand within my head there is an interweaving cosmos that you cannot even begin to decipher. I am in 4 dimensions and you are still stuck in your 3.
This is just sad. Okay, so I presume you mean 4 spatial dimensions, Zach. Okay. Now, Zach, I'll just go and let you know there's probably about 1,000 people in the world who can actually think in 4 dimensions. And you're not one of them. Those 1,000 people, most of them are professional mathematicians or theoretical physicists, and they have trained this ability for years. Like, mammal brain does not do 4 spatial dimensions well. Like, it really don't. And, I mean, if you're curious, there actually is a test for this. I mean, and if you really want to, if you really want to, I will see if I can get you an appointment at, like, the Princeton Math Department or the Caltech Math Department. And, where they do some simple tests where you rotate, like a 3-dimensional shape. You rotate 4-dimensional shapes, and you have to say, like, you rotate through different planes. Or, so I guess you rotate through different spaces. Yeah, and you're supposed to say, oh, which one you get. And I mean, you're not gonna pass. like I cannot think of I think I almost thought in 4 dimensions once, and it made my head hurt for like an hour. And this is, like I said, I tried it for a little bit when I was like a teenager, and like it really hurt my head, like viscerally hurt. Like your brain does not like to do that. So no, Zach, you don't think in 4 dimensions. But no, I mean, hell, okay, if you want to take the test, I will bet you 100 to 1 odds that you will not pass it. Moving forward.
You're too weak to actually comprehend the gravity of the situation, the decision that you are making right now. Do you even know how gravity works? Explain it right now, 3 seconds. Explain gravity.
I have nothing to prove to you.
That's the funniest thing ever! She doesn't even know how gravity works! It's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You are going home tomorrow. This will be the funniest thing ever. First Josh, Mary Kate. I will be dismantling this team.
So, Zach, it's a little ironic that you picked gravity here. So, actually, gravity is the foremost unsolved problem in quantum physics right now. There is actually no one on the planet who knows how gravity works. Now, from Newton, I'm not a physicist, but I'll tell you what I do know about gravity. So I think from Newton, we know that the gravitational force decreases with the inverse square of the distance between 2 objects. And so what else do we know? And from Einstein, we know that mass warps space and time. And so we know that. But actually no one knows how it works. In fact, it's actually like the foremost problem. Like even a partial solution to how, quote, gravity works, close quote, is worth a Nobel Prize. And if you know how it works, I recommend you submit your paper to a Stockholm. It'll be very impressive. So no, actually no one knows how gravity works.
We're not playing with plastic pieces at all. We're playing with people. I want Zach gone. I'd rather win nerd on nerd, not using Zach as a psychological warfare tool.
Would it be more beneficial for us to put either...
I like you, Kayla. I do. I connect with this. So when I was in season 1, like I was there. I wasn't really. I guess winning would be nice, but I was there predominantly for like my personal entertainment and the thrill of like the competition, like the sport of it. And I feel like you kind of connect to this, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know. Would it really be a satisfying win if you, say if you moved your whole team to like the final 5, just by playing Zach off people? Like, would that really be like? I don't know. Would that just that's just? Yeah, no. I would not do that either. I'm with Kayla. I'm totally with Kayla. Like you actually want a competition.
The greatest people in society at the same time as being the people in society who basically no one wants. We have to at least want each other. You can want one of us to win, and you can want one of us to lose, but we have to at least want each other. I think that's what's really important. Thank you.
So, okay, so I understand everybody else clapped. And I actually know a lot of people would clap to this. I personally would not. I actually disagree with this. So, I think... So, okay, so imagine this. So basically he's sort of partitioning... he's partitioning, like, people between, like, nerds versus non-nerds. and he says that nerds should care about each other, or should something like that, or should they should have like sort of an extra preference towards each other, something like that. I actually completely disagree with this. It strikes me as very tribalistic. So there's things. I mean, so imagine this. Imagine he had replaced like nerd versus non-nerd with like black and white. He says, "Oh, us as white people, you can want one of us to win and one of us to go home, but we all have to like each other, and that's what's important about being white." Like that's just what? This is just not something that's just not a philosophical view I roll with. So what I would say instead is that you take each person individually, and and you assess whether or not this person is good for you or something like that. So I think a good analogy for this is how people deal with so here's a good analogy. So you do with like family members. So often if you have like your blood relatives, you're like, oh well, I should be like extra loyal, or like extra like I should give my blood relatives like more leeway. And I understand this because you have to like live with them and things like that. But I mean, I don't know. Like if you have like a sibling or like a parent that's like downright toxic, like people cut them off from their life, and in many cases, I think that's the right thing to do. And now I'm not claiming Zach is one of these cases, but I think the argument is mistaken. Like I think I do not go with this argument, and I think anyone who has like a toxic family member or a toxic sibling or whatever that they have cut themselves off from will be able to tell you why. I mean, like just being part of like an in group does not give them like a free pass. Yeah, or maybe even not much of like a privileged pass. So I'm just going forward with that.
Thank you. Nerds, we like to see ourselves as being inclusive of people on the periphery. It's tough to think that we may not have been quite as accepting to Zach.
Agreed. So, well, okay. So no, agree the first part. So I guess maybe both. So okay, the first thing is, so yes, nerds often bend over backwards to be like accommodating to other people. And in fact, I actually think this is actually something that you have to grow past. So here's something, Brian. Right? I mean, so I don't no. I mean, I'm sure there are things that you all could have done to be more accepting of Zach. But I'm not sure Zach's being very accepting of you. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't exactly know of like the antics that went on in the house, and you can't really tell based upon this one episode. But I don't know. I mean, but there's so much conflict. There's so much conflict, and I suspect like even if just one side had been more accommodating of the other, it would have been more than enough. So I don't know. I mean, I suspect that whatever lack of accommodation you all show towards Zach, it's exceedingly likely that Zach showed a similar lack of accommodation. So I don't know, maybe like for like. Yeah, I don't know. So no, that's that. Oh, sorry, and that's the end. Is that really the end? Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's the end. So I don't know. Yeah. So that's the end in the commentary. What else really to say? I thought Battlehammer was awesome. Battlehammer was a really cool game. Sorry. So Mary Kate said that she rolled very poorly in Battlehammer. This actually turns out not to be the case. So I asked some people like behind the scenes, and so if you add up like the sum of all their dice rolls and call it their action points, Mary Kate got 43 action points and Zach got 42 action points. So their default their rolling was the same. But I don't know. But it was really close. So I don't know. I mean, it was what it was. But just saying it was poor rolling, that is not the case. So let's see. Is there anything else really to say? Oh, wait, I'm back again. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I meant to come back, but I'm not like showing people. So let's see. I guess that's it. That's all the commentary I got. I look forward to seeing episode 4 coming out soon. And let's see, I've really considered making a simulation of like Battlehammer to see like the right way to do it. And I saw some ideas for strategies, but I don't know. It'd take a lot of work, and I don't know, I'm working on like cryptocurrencies and things like that right now. So I don't know, maybe some other time. Yeah, no, that's it. Signing off. Clicky the button.